in peace to my people is gone. I'ma hold you down. And welcome to my podcast, Cold Narratives. I'm your host, Iceberg Green. About to let y'all hear some of these cold narratives. Check it out. Hey, what's up with y'all? Iceberg Green in the building. I want to say what's up with y'all. Today, we're going to talk about black trendsetters, and what they mean to society and how they played a big role in our everyday activities, So today, I'm going to focus on that. Some black people that had a major role in how we live every day. Okay, so I got this off of YouTube, and this is from Hornsey Wood Academy, and this is a white person, and this is where I got the content from. So check this out.
Did you know that dry cleaning was invented in 1821 by a black man named Thomas Jennings? Thomas Jennings owned a dry cleaning business in New York City and was the first black man in the United States to be granted a patent. Thomas L. Jennings was an African-American tradesman and abolitionist in New York. He operated and owned a tailoring business. In 1821, he was one of the first African-Americans to be granted a patent for his method of dry cleaning. Dr. Joseph Jackson holds 6 U.S. patents for telecommunications and fertility prediction inventions. Jackson's first patent was for his contribution to a V-chip device that allowed users to block selected content on cable television. This type of technology is commonly used for parental controls. He also holds patent for the TV remote control devices. Granville T. Woods developed the railroad telegraph, a device that transmitted messages through static electricity between moving trains. Telephone transmitter, railway system, subway system, roller coaster, and many more. Lonnie Johnson, the man who created the Super Soaker water gun, was awarded $73 million in unpaid royalties from giant toy maker Hasbro. Johnson, who founded the Atlanta-based company behind the Super Soaker, filed a lawsuit against Hasbro for underpaid royalties in the sales of the widely popular water gun, according to the AJC.com. Garrett Morgan invented a safety hood you put over your head to avoid inhaling smoke at standing height. Jesse Eugene Russell, inventor of the digital cell phone. Paul L. Downing, little known black history fact. This man is named Paul L. Downing. He invented what every household uses today, the mailbox. Downing patented his mailbox on October 27, 1891, and called his invention a street letterbox. 1 year prior to inventing the mailbox, Downing patented an electrical switch that allowed railroad workers to turn on or off the power supply to trains at the necessary times. Downing's design for the railroad switch were used as inspiration for inventors who created residential electrical switches. The street letter drop mailbox with a hinged door that closed to protect the mail was invented by Philip B. Downing. Downing, an African-American inventor, patented his new device on October 27, 1891.
Now, Thomas Jennings, this black man was unique. He was the first black man granted a patent. And, he did something that people utilize to this day, all races, the cleaners. I hit the cleaners, and I'm sure a lot of y'all hit the cleaners. So put some respect on this black man's name, for real, though. You got to think about it. A lot of this stuff started in the early 1800s. Dr. Joseph Jackson, in 1929, he had like 6 patents, He's the one that's responsible. And parents, y'all got to put some respect on this man's name. That parental guidance that y'all use to save y'all kids from watching all that content. Put some respect on this black man's name, Dr. Joseph Jackson. You feel me? Okay, so Granville T. Wood, his story is unique because this black man in, I think, 1887, something like that, he created the telephone transmitter. And earlier, I think prior to that, Francis Blake also had created the transmitter. And also Alicia Gray and Alexander Graham Bell, as you all know, in 1870. So a lot of people had a lot to do with telecommunications, and black people had a lot to do with that. So put some respect on these black people's names. Lonnie Johnson, this black man kept it lit in the summertime. How many of y'all then had one of them super soakers? All right. So put some respect on Lonnie Johnson's name. This black man did it. I call him the summertime king. You feel me? Now, Jesse Russell, he's definitely played a pivotal role in how we network, how we communicate, how the stock exchange and all that stuff, how we able to network. This dude played a major role in telecommunications, man. So put some respect on this black man's name, Jesse Russell. You feel me? Or definitely. And I know all y'all remember, all races remember sitting there waiting on them checks in the mail. This brother put some respect on this black man's name. And everybody that's listening, I want to let you know, even if you don't agree with me, man, you cannot deny these facts. So let me get back to him. Check this out.
1. Marie Van Britten Brown was an American inventor. She was the inventor of the home security system in 1966, along with her husband, Albert Brown. In the same year, they jointly applied for a patent, which was granted in 1969. The invention was basically the first closed-circuit television security system and is predecessor to the modern home systems today. It led to the foundation for video monitoring, remote-controlled door locks, push-button alarm triggers, instant messaging to security providers and police, as well as two-way voice communication. The fame of Brown's device also led to the more prevalent CCTV surveillance in public areas, according to a 2016 New Scientist report. 100 million concealed closed-circuit cameras are now in operation worldwide. Sarah Boone was an American inventor who, on April 26, 1892, obtained United States patents for her improvements to the ironing board. Boone's ironing board was designed to improve the quality of ironing sleeves and the bodies of women's garments. The board was very narrow, curved, and made of wood. The shape and structure allowed it to fit a sleeve, and it was reversible, so one could iron both sides of the sleeve. Boone was one of the 4 African American women inventors of her time who developed new technology for the home.
Marie Van Britten, this black woman, man, she done saved so many lives with what she created on her patent, man. You got to think about it. How many of us have security cameras at our home, our business, and how many times they've used security cameras in them phones to save people's lives. So put some respect on Marie Van Britten's name. Put some respect on this black woman's name. Now, Sarah Boone, she's interesting as well because she created that ironing board that a lot of us use to put creases in our clothes and that you go to the cleaners that they still use to this day. So put some respect on this black woman's name, Sarah Boone.
Edmund Berger. In 1813, inventor Edmund Berger invented the spark plug. Although the internal combustion engine, in which the current version of the spark plug is used, was only in the developmental stages in the mid-1800s. Mr. Berger is still given the credit for the invention even without obtaining a patent. Henry Thomas Sampson Jr. was an American inventor known for creating the gamma electric cell, a device with the main goal of generating auxiliary power from the shielding of a nuclear reactor. Henry T. Sampson is the first African American to earn a PhD in nuclear engineering in the United States. He is best known for inventing the gamma electric cell in 1971. Anna Mangin was an American inventor and women's rights campaigner. She invented a kitchen tool she called a pastry fork in 1891. This was different from the eating utensil.
I really want y'all to think about this. This brother created the spark plug. He wanted to make sure that the world turned, man. And I mean, this is innovative for everyone. Everyone needs a spark plug in their life. So stop playing with it. Put some respect on this black man's name. You feel me? If you got a spark plug in your car, put some respect on this black man's name. You feel me? Now, Henry Thomas Sampson Jr., yeah, he helped, for sure. He put me on the map. Everybody know about them phones. They helped me stud and get money. So let's keep it real. Put some respect on Henry Thomas Sampson Jr.'s name. Put some respect on that black man's name. On the real, Miss Mansion, I believe every black woman, every woman in general, should have a picture of this woman in their kitchen. I mean, put some respect on this black woman's name. Miss Mansion, I respect you, and every person and woman should respect you as well.
Alfred Crawley was a businessman and inventor of the ice cream mold and disher. Crawley was becoming interested in mechanics. He settled in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where he first served as a porter in a drugstore and at a hotel. Alfred noticed that servers at the hotel had trouble with ice cream sticking to serving spoons, and he developed an ice cream scoop. June 10, 1896, Alfred applied and won a patent on his invention. The patented ice cream mold and disher was an ice cream scoop with a built-in scraper to allow for one-handed operation. Alfred's functional design is reflected in modern ice cream scoops. Patricia Bath was an American ophthalmologist, inventor, humanitarian, and academic. She was an early pioneer of laser cataract surgery. She also became first woman member of the Jules Stein Eye Institute, first woman to lead a postgraduate training program in ophthalmology, and first woman elected to the honorary staff of the UCLA Medical Center. Bath was the first African American person to serve as a resident in ophthalmology at New York University. She was also the first African American woman to serve on a staff as a surgeon to the UCLA Medical Center. Bath was the first African American woman doctor to receive a patent for a medical purpose. The holder of 5 patents, she also founded the non-profit American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness in Washington, D.C.
Now, Alfred L. Crowley, you got to respect him. And this one's for the kids. Y'all got to put some respect on this black man's name. Now, Patricia Bath, her story is definitely one that you got to admire. You know, I'm sure a lot of us, you know, have issues with our vision and things of that nature, and need glasses. And she's definitely responsible. It's another example of a black person in this world that changed lives, and that we, you know, should be putting respect on this black woman's name, Patricia Bath. So from now on, y'all, I'm saying this with, you know, a lot of integrity involved. Start putting a lot more respect on black people's name, because we had a lot to do with innovation and how this world is turning. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to say God bless everyone going through the struggle, and watch out for them cold narratives that the government trying to push on us, y'all. And to all my black people, I would be nothing without y'all. Thank you all.
Game cutthroat, yeah, getting sued. Best friends become rivals. It's all about survival. Can't bring you back, so I feel the pain. Riding around in that fast lane. If I was gone, y'all do the same. If I was gone, y'all do the same. Thinking about them past times. Thinking about them last times. Game so cold, yeah, I know. Are they fans? Are they foes? That be the highs, that be the